Hi everyone and welcome to Stamp with Angela. I'm Angela Palmer and I'm excited to be here with you today. So thank you for joining me for my Facebook and YouTube live. I enjoy coming live to you each Thursday at 1:30 to share some paper crafting, card making, stamping tips and ideas, give you some inspiration to help you with your paper crafting as well. So I'm a demonstrator based in Auckland, New Zealand on the North Shore, and I've been a demonstrator for over 12 years now. Started up just kind of as a hobby, just for something that I enjoy doing. And over the time, I've done classes and made it more of a part-time business as well. So appreciate you being here and joining me. Now it is school holiday, so it's a little bit different. I know some of you may not get to watch this until later, and you might get to watch the replay, so that's fine too. So feel free to comment and let me know where you're from and that kind of thing, even if you're watching it live or watching it later. Very good. All right, so today I'm going to be sharing with you the Frosted Forest bundle. So this one you won't find in a catalog. It's one of the online exclusive products. I got a little while ago but didn't have a chance to play with it, but when I did, I thought, wow, this is lots of fun. So it is a stamp set, a die set, and masks. Or you could just use the masks and stamps as well. But I've had lots of fun with this. It makes colouring a lot easier. In the past, I've done like the decorative trees, which are more Christmas tree ones. And yeah, I do like my trees. And here's some more trees as well. Obviously, I like flowers too. But if you want something a little bit more neutral, these trees are great. And there's two completely different ones in this particular bundle that you can use. So I'm going to show you one of them today. And then I possibly will do part 2 next week and show you the other ones as well. So thank you for joining me. I just realized my comments, I can't see those. Great. Oh, it's good to hit Sheila, Andrea, wonderful. Glad that you guys can make it live today. Excellent. Nice to have you here. All right, so what I will do is I will turn my camera around and I'll show you this wonderful set that we're going to use and we'll get started. And hopefully you learn some tips and other ideas along the way as well. So you can also use the supplies and things that you have. All right, so here we go. Turning to my table. Okay, so this is the Frosted Forest. So you'll see the stamp set here. So we've got this particular tree, which is the outline of it, which I'm going to use, and then these two kind of evergreen trees here, and a few sentiments that you can use, which are quite good as well. There are masks. So these are 3 of the masks. So these 3 masks, which I'm going to use today, since I've got ink on them, are the ones that go with this tree. And then there's another set of 3, which go with the other 2 trees. So you'll see you've got a big tree and then a little tree. So one goes with that one and then this goes with that. And obviously there's a bit of space in between for masking so you don't overlap, but you can put the trees wherever you like. You can put them closer together. So you get 6 masks in that particular set. And then we've also got the dies. So you'll see some of these dies like cut out the particular trees, or you can use them in other ways as well, which is very cool. Even the bird. There's a bird there. You can cut out some birds too. So we're not going to use these today, but I did want to show them to you. What we're going to use today are these 2 here. Now, I don't know if you saw, but on Saturday, I did some mystery stamping, which was lots of fun. There was a special thing that I did. And I didn't show you what I was going to make. You had all the things you could craft with me. Today, this is my normal Thursday where I show you what we're going to make and I'll show you step by step and you get to see it in the process. But I think people enjoy that mystery stamping, so I'm hoping to be able to do that again from time to time. All right, so this is today's card, okay? So you can see this lovely tree here with sort of different layers of colouring. And then I've even coloured the background as well and laid it up with some of the deckled rectangle dies. And then I've used the birchwood folder. Can you see that in the background? Okay, so what we're going to do first is we will start with our tree. And then I'll show you how to put it all together. So I will use a scrap piece of paper, and I have so these are the deckled rectangle dies that I am going to use, if they will come here. Whoops, there we go. Where is my pre-cut card bases and things? Here we go. All right, so I have used these two, which are kind of like, not the biggest, but the second and third from the biggest. And I have pre-cut these out to save time. So you'll see that one is that. This is this. If you look at them, they're kind of a similar pattern, just smaller. So that kind of flicks up to the top, that goes down. So if you can try and keep them the same, I mean, you can do it different by flipping them, but I like sort of to be similar. So I put my deckled rectangle dies, which I love, out the way. Now, if you didn't have the dies, obviously you could just cut a couple of rectangles and stamp with that. That would be fine. So it's the smaller one that I'm going to use. And we're going to stamp this tree in the background. Now, I've used just black for that. Sorry, I've got to move my things out the way. So I've just used Memento Black to stamp that. And try and get it straight so our tree isn't drunk. So we can use the lines on our grid paper just to try and help us get it straight, hopefully. There we go. Hopefully that's straight. So it's photopolymer, so you can see through. Just make sure it put enough even pressure. That is good. I like that. Now for the next step, if you want to, you can tape that down so it doesn't move, and then you can mark where the masks go. To be honest, I haven't actually done that. I just line it up and guess where it goes. But I'll just see if I can find some tape and tape it down just to make sure. And of course my tape isn't handy. Oh, we just use the tear and tape. So I just want a tiny bit so that I can pull it off again afterwards. All right, so I love using the masks, and we've had a variety of masks in the past. We've had some big sort of sunflower ones. What else have we had? Yeah, all sorts. But I like them on the white because then you can see and line it up more easily. So putting that on and lining it up like that. Now, if you want to, grab a pencil and mark that notch. So just so you know, there are numbers on these, so it's hard to see, it's in white, but this is a number 1, and you want to make sure the notch is on the top. Whoops, my pencil. The top left. If you do it the other way around, it's not going to match up properly. So do make sure that it is facing the right way. So like I say, you could tape it down, but I'm okay. Right, so we're going to use some ink. So this is Pecan Pie, and I'm going to use my blending brush and just start off. I'll start kind of lightly because you can always add more color, but you can't take it off. So depends. I've gone quite dark with that one. I might do this one a bit lighter just so you can see a comparison. It's up to you. I think that's pretty good. How about that? I didn't quite line it up perfectly. Probably because I'm looking at it lower down because of the camera above. I'm not looking quite over the top, but it'll be fine by the time we get our trees in. That's good. Okay, so that was number 1, and that was Pecan Pie. Then for number 2, I'm using a lighter screen. I'm using Lemon Lime Twist. So I need the number 2 mask. So this one is quite big open spaces. So you'll see these little bits here. Be careful of those. They're covering up the branch that you just coloured. All right, and hopefully, yes, it does, and matches up with that notch as well. Now, don't do what I did earlier and put a brown brush into the ink pad. We'll make sure we've got a green one here. We learn from our mistakes. Right, so I'm going to line it up, hold it carefully. And I don't want to push down on those things, so I'm kind of actually going to go more up that way from the middle out, so those kind of loose bits don't get pushed the wrong way. Again, start fairly sort of light. You can again add more color. So we've got the blending brushes. We've got the bigger ones or the smaller ones. I tend to use the bigger ones, although later on I will use the smaller one. Sorry, this table is a little bit shaky, but it's a good size to have my lights around the edge. All right, I think I'm happy with that. Maybe a little bit darker. So this was lemon lime. Oh, now we're going a bit too dark. Lemon lime twist, add a bit more green in it. Okay, how's that look? Good. Just going to come down a little bit. I'm just kind of there, haven't quite gone low enough. All right, that looks good. Then I'm going to come in with number 3. And I'm going to use Granny Apple Green this time. So quite a bright green. And this one is just kind of patches of colour. So it's a little bit hard to line up if you're not sure, but with my notch, that will kind of help. Just make sure that it is covering where the green is and it's not somewhere else. Now this is quite dark, so I'm just going to start off. And you may not notice much as a difference to start with, but then when you remove it, you will see a difference. Okay, let's see how that looks. See, you can see a contrast of the 2 colours. Isn't that cool? So that is the 3 masks. So the tree trunk, then the full leaves, and then a bit of contrast through that. So isn't that nice? Now, if you look at my card, you could leave it like that, but I've also done the sky and the grass. So let's do that. So for my sky, I'm using Balmy Blue. So what I tend to do is have a different blending brush for the different colors. Now I used 2 different greens before, so I actually did have 2 greens, but you could probably sort of get away with 1 maybe. All right, so I'm going around the edge and adding my blue and a little bit underneath as well. So you could even sort of go touch in the middle. It won't just mess up the color. So as much or as little as you like, but leave a bit of space at the bottom because we need some grass. So has anybody else tried these? Let's have a look. Sorry, I've been busy colouring. I haven't been looking at comments. Sheila said she enjoyed the mystery stamping. That's great to hear. Yeah, it was fun to do. My first time I kind of running one myself, so I learnt lots from it too. Okay, now we've got garden green, so this is a darker green, and you'll see this time I'm using the small blending brush, so that's quite cool. Now this is quite blobby to start with, so I am going to come off the page and come up and sort of blend in towards that blue. So that's my grass. I don't mind if it's a little bit darker at the bottom because I want it to sort of look like grass. But I like the way just blending around it just kind of adds to it. Now there is a die that cuts that out, but I did this for coffee and cards, so we don't tend to use dies and things much. So that's why I wanted to, add my colour. So I wondered if I should put a different colour around, but in the end I thought actually, because there is so much colour on that page, then having a bit of a contrast with white is actually quite nice. So I have just adhered those together, and then you've got that white border. Okay. Actually, no. Hold back a second. I've just realised I put my linen thread on first. So we're not going to stick that down. I think I did exactly the same thing when I made it, and I put glue on, had to stop. So which is the bottom? Let's see if we can do this without getting glue where we don't want it. So we'll put that down and that down there. Might use my little, oh no, not that one. This spiky thing to lift this off and try not to get glue on myself. No, it's not coming up. Let's try the other end. Oh, perfect. There we go. Don't know if you can see down here. Okay, so we need some linen thread. I just did an order recently, and I can't remember if I put some more on that order. I will need to get some more. Okay, so linen thread is buried up here somewhere. I just had it before. There's always something, even though I have everything on my table, because I show you things, I then put things on, aha, here it is, put on top of it, and I can't see it. All right, try not to get gluey hands. So we're going to go like that, so just below the tree. So you'll see, even though I've used the same ink, This tree is definitely not as dark as the one I did there. Ugh. All right, nearly there. I'll get to my ribbon scissors. So yeah, try and stick this on before you put your glue on. I think we'll still be okay. The glue's wet to put it on like so. There we go. All right, we can do our other bow later. Okay, so they are stuck together. Then we're going to do our card front. So I have used Granny Apple Green because there is that sort of bright colour coming through. And then we're going to use the Birchwood embossing folder, which is a big embossing folder. If you look how big the card is, it's, you know, quite big. So Pecan Pie, just put it in. Actually, this way with the Stampin' Up is the right way up. With some patterns, like this kind of grain thing, you could probably get away with either. And then just like that, I have prepared this earlier. So I would say yeah, this is the more embossed side. Debossed, this is more those bits are going down. So we're just going to glue that onto there. I'm just going to press this with my bone folder to get it nicely matching up. Do you like to use a bone folder with your embossed when you're doing your cards and things, just to get a nice crisp fold? All right. Oh, Sheila's got the bundle too, but hasn't used it. Yeah, I know. It was sitting there for a little bit. I've just been so busy and thought I must use this. If I put glue on the wrong side, no, I haven't. I think that's the right size. Okay. It is actually fun to use. And like I say, I've only done this tree. I haven't done the other one yet. All right. So they're glued and they're glued. And then what I did, this layer, I put on with dimensionals just to lift it up a little bit. So if you have a look there, there's a little bit more distance between the two. So let's put our dimensionals on. I kind of like to do the four corners and one in the middle. And usually they're highlighted, aren't they? So I can see which, if I've pulled the backing off or not. I haven't highlighted this sheet. All right, let's put that on like so. So what other color combinations do you think you would use? All right, then we're going to get another piece of Pecan Pie and we are going to stamp there. Now I use, because it was out, the thanks stamp from the, what do you call it? Spotlight on Nature. But there is actually a thank you stamp in this particular set. So I guess I should really use that. So it's quite a small one. Let's take that out. We'll take that off that one and we'll put it on. It's quite little. I wonder if I could go, is that a little bit narrower? Yeah, let's go a little bit narrower. The good thing about this one is it's photopolymer, so I can actually see where I'm stamping. The other one is a bit of a guesswork. All right, so I'm going to angle it slightly, so let's go in a little bit. Thank you. Nice. Now we're not going to use our ribbon scissors, but we'll use our other scissors. Angle that, and I kind of want it to hide the tree trunk, so we will go about like so. But it's slightly angled, so let's straighten it up. Okay, nearly done. So what we're going to do is put that on. We need our bow. So my linen thread, which I have here, is, we'll just take that off, put that under. So I like to put this on first, winding it backwards and forwards so you're not wasting all the extra stuff behind that you don't even see. I always like to do that little trick. Okay. Nothing like doing a bow on camera. There we go. Some more dimensionals. And we are done. So then obviously you can do something on the inside too, if you wish. So about like that. Let's get that out of the way. Try and make it straight. There we go. So how's that for a card? So let me show you my original and today's one. So I've just gone with a different sentiment on that one. This is the one from the set. Now, so you'll see this tree is a lot darker. The trunk is darker. Even the leaves are darker. This one is, the trunk is definitely a little bit lighter, and even the leaves. And I've used exactly the same colors. Whoops, my camera's moving a little bit. I've used exactly the same colors, but it depends on how much ink you put on and how much pressure you're putting on with the blending pen. So you can even vary your colors up a little bit like that. So put a piece inside, and you could, I don't know, stamp a little bit of that at the bottom and color it or leave it blank or whatever. So that is the Frosted Forest bundle. What do you think of that? Yes, it could be used for a sympathy card. Yeah. So Sheila says Old Olive and Mossy Meadow. That would look nice too. It would. So that would be good. You have to be careful with the Mossy Meadow that you're not too heavy-handed. But yeah, I'd love to see what other color combinations you try as well. Excellent. All right, so that is using the Frosted Forest, the masks, which look like this. So remember, I've only just done the tree one today. We might look at this one next week. And there are dies, but I haven't used the dies today. I'll show you what we did at Coffee and Cards as well. So that's the dies that you can use. And then we also used the rectangle deckled rectangle dies and the birchwood embossing folder. So that's part of the Nests of Winter, that bird paper and things, which is very cool. So it's great for, tree backgrounds and things. So if you really like this bundle, don't delay, order it soon. I know the Changing Leaves one was very popular, and we're still waiting for another shipment to come. So it's better to order it sooner rather than later, because you don't want it to run out of stock or sell out completely. So reach out to me if you are interested in buying this. You can order online through me, or I can help you with your order. So let me show you, if I can see where I put them, where my Coffee and Cards cards are. Yes, I have them here. So for Coffee and Cards, we do a note card, so it's a little bit smaller. So what have we got? So there's this one here. So you can see the size, just a little bit smaller. So similar thing, but I've just cut the shape. So it's a rectangle with a rectangle pecan pie piece behind. No embossing. Just a minute, sorry. Sorry, tickling my throat, had to cough. So just move my microphone away. Hopefully it didn't cough in your ear. I didn't cough in your ears. All right, so very simple. But yeah, the colouring is exactly the same, but I've just put it on a note card and no die cuts. And I've done the thanks. Another one, this one here, I've actually stamped the bird in as well. And this time I've done my little sentiment more to the other side. This one, I have added some of the linen thread as well. This time I actually stamped on a white piece, but I blended it with a bit of green. So you can see, so these make quite nice cards as well. There we go. So that is the note cards. And then that is our cards that we did today. All right, now there's a lot of things happening at the moment. So I would like to show you some things to keep you up to date with what is happening. Even for my team, I had to send out information in a graphic with all the things happening this month, because there is so much happening, which is exciting. But yeah, and if you can't do it all, just do what works with you. So this coming Saturday is World Card Making Day. So that is very cool. So with World Card Making Day, if you can, get together with friends, do a bit of card making. You can do your own thing. If you would like to attend Stampin' Up's free virtual crafting event, they will do some crafting with you and inspire you. There are some things that you can use, but if not, why don't you just watch, see what they do, get some ideas, and use the supplies that you've got to make some cards. So sign up. It'll be in New Zealand time at 5 p.m. So later on Saturday night. But you need to register so that they can send you the link so you know where to watch it, okay? And there's also a small gift that they'll be sharing about if you sign up. Even if you can't do it on the day, I would encourage you still to sign up, because from Tuesday the 8th, so a few days later, the recording will be available, so you could always watch it at a different time and still take part. So I'd encourage you, I'm going to do it, so take part in World Card Making Day. There is a QR code, or if you check out my blog, Stamp with Angela, there is a post about World Card Making Day, and there's a link to sign up, or even Facebook. I've got an event for World Card Making Day and the link to register, so you can also look there too. Okay, great. What else? So this month, Stamping Up have got a sale on their kits. So 30% off the kit collection. So this is kits like card kits and other home decor, however you say it, kits, that kind of thing. So up to 30% off. So look in the online store to see how much, how much is on particular ones. So that is for the month of October. And one more promotion for October, and that is the special starter kit offer. So becoming a demonstrator anytime is great value. It's usually you pay $189 and you get $285 worth of products you get to choose. But if you sign up during October until the 31st of October, you get more value for your starter kit. So you still pay $185 in New Zealand, but you get to choose up to $342 worth of products. So you might choose a stamp set, some inks, cardstock. You might already have a machine, so you don't need that. You can choose what you need to put in the starter kit. And you also get free business supplies, which is things like catalogs and stuff like that, and free shipping. There is no cost for shipping as well. So that is amazing. And of course, the fun of being a demonstrator, you get to be part of a wonderful community. There's team events that I have for my team, which are all around New Zealand. And there are Stamping Up events like, team things, or a big annual conference like last year. Or no, this year I got to go to Melbourne for that. You don't have to do these things, but you have the option to if you want to. And next year, our event is in Brisbane, I'm looking forward to that. So you might, I started more just to buy my own supplies at a discount and to do a class and just pay for my supplies. And now I do it as a business. You don't have to do it as a business. It could be for yourself. Maybe you'll order from a friend or just for yourself, or you may want to do it as a business. It's up to you. So feel free to ask me questions if you are interested and finding out more, but it's a greater deal during October. So I'd love for you to join my team. I'm in Auckland. I've got people in Invercargill, Taupo, Gisborne, up north. We're all over and we still can connect. It's great with technology these days. So there you go. All right, the other thing I want to show you is one of the scrapbooking kits. So I don't know if you've seen, where is it? The scrapbooking brochure, which you can look at and download online. So this has come out since the catalogue, so it's not a catalogue that I can buy and send you. It's just a printed out brochure. And there are different kits. There's 4 different kits that you can purchase. And one of the kits is this very cool reindeer memories one. So this is what it includes. And I talked about this on my mystery stamping, okay? So you get instructions here. If you want to make the pages like they suggest, you get the instructions and they tell you how to cut it. Oh, I keep knocking my camera, sorry. How to cut it all up and how to do it. So you can make the pages as they do. It's great because I'm new to scrapbooking and I don't know where to start. So it's all in here for you. So you've got some like thicker die cuts. This spells joy if you put them together. Placeholders, so you know where your photo is going to go. So some of the papers, like this one, is the same as what's in the reindeer fun. I think it's designer series paper. But some of the other papers might be a little bit special and different to this particular set. And then some papers are one-sided only. So these are just plain on the back, but they're cool in these so it's the reds, the garden green, the pool party. There are some die cuts. Now these are nice big die cuts. And there's the new 2-toned paper. So you get 2 sheets of each color. So if you have a look, this is garden green, but this is a lighter version and a darker version. We've got the granny apple green, the royal red, and the pool party. Oh, and some of the white. And the white is the new white. And I cannot remember what it's called. Is it Daisy White? I'd have to look. I'm not sure. So that, and then even some cream. And there's a sticker sheet. Where is my sticker sheet? Is it still in the bag? Oh, no, it's at the back. Sorry. And you get a sticker sheet as well. Where is it? So this is a sticker sheet. So you can use it to make the scrapbooking pages, which would be lots of fun. And I'm also doing a class using this kit. In the class, I'm going to make something like this. This was inspired by someone else, but it's like a display piece that you've put in the 12 by 12 frame. So mine just arrived, so I'm going to make it up, and I'll have all the measurements, and I'll show you in a live class how to put it together. We'll make a couple of cards using it as well, and then we'll make a scrapbooking page, so you can use it for scrapbooking as well. So that is great value. It's $78. Now, if you're part of my mystery stamping, over the weekend I had a special promotion, and you could buy the kit and do the class for free. You can still do the class. You can buy the kit, and the class fee will be reduced. It will be half price. Now, I haven't actually finalized the price, so be on the lookout, but I will let you know what that is very soon. Okay, so that is the Reindeer Memories Scrapbooking Workshop Kit, which is $78. So if you're interested in that. So there's that. Remember the starter kit offer. If you've ever wondered about joining as a demonstrator, now is a great time. Anytime is a great time, but now is even better. The kit's up to 30% off, and sign up. Remember to sign up for World Card Making Day and be part of that event too. Awesome. And then if you haven't got the scrapbooking brochure, you can check that out on my page under catalogs and things. Awesome. All right. Are there any questions? Excellent. Okay. Very good. All right. So thank you for being here today. Appreciate you coming. So I hope you enjoyed my frosted, what is it called? Frosted Forest card using the masks. I really enjoy using those. And I hope you're up to date with what's happening with kits and joining up offers and my special class and that kind of thing too. So reach out to me if you need any help with ordering or questions. And the other thing too is hopefully you're on my mailing list, because if you are, today at 1 o'clock, my first email for the 12 weeks of Christmas went out. So that is a special exclusive tutorial only for my newsletter subscribers, sharing a Christmas project with you. So for the first 6 weeks or so, it'll be cards, and then I'll share some gift ideas and tags and things as well to inspire you with your Christmas crafting as well. So if you're not on my mailing list, sign up, link in the description, and then you'll be able to get the following 11 tutorials for the 12 weeks of Christmas. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for being here today, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Please reach out to me if you've got any questions or if I can help, or if you'd like to order. And I will look forward to seeing you next time. Enjoy the rest of your